last piece, but I'll do my best. It's with great pleasure that I introduce our guest speaker for Baccalaureate. When I was assigned to introducing tonight's speaker, I was excited and admittedly overwhelmed. What do you say about somebody who's been making an impact for longer than you've been alive? Someone whose time, energy, and commitment spent has made more of a difference than you could ever know. Someone who never gives up and credits her stick-to-itiveness to the fact that she's a die-hard fan of the Boston Red Sox. But they're doing well this year, so, you know. There is plenty that I and almost everyone in this audience could say about Mrs. Beaudin. But could any of our words suffice? Is there anything that any of us could say that will truly capture what Mrs. Beaudin has done for the past 30-plus years at Woodsville High School? I've been fortunate enough to have Mrs. Beaudin as my English teacher for the past 4 years. I may not be able to tell you the difference between good and well, just kidding, but I can certainly tell you that Mrs. Beaudin has made a positive difference in my life. From when I was a freshman and less than enthusiastic to be in her class, Mrs. Beaudin pushed me to learn and grow. She never gave up on me and encouraged me to think big, think differently, and to challenge my thoughts. The class was always about more than just English. Anybody you talk to, from the janitor to the CEO, can name a teacher who's made a difference in their life. If you ask me who's made a difference in mine, I would easily say Mrs. Beaudin. Mrs. Beaudin epitomizes everything that anyone could hope that a teacher would be. Public schools are the lifeblood of our communities and country, and teachers are tasked every day with shaping the next generation. This is no easy task, but as long as we have teachers like Mrs. Beaudin, I can assure you that we're in good hands. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Beaudin.
You sound awesome. I'm short. I was surprised to be asked to speak tonight. Surprised as heck, really. Having a class want to listen to me more than one time is, one more time is quite unexpected. I asked Becca why they chose me. She just shrugged a little. You know Becca. Where's Becca? Yeah, there she is. She said, "We like you. I'll take it." She also told me that she thought I was a good speaker. Okay. Besides the classroom, my speaking expertise mostly runs to eulogies delivered at funerals, so I'm hoping for a better outcome here. I've been here long enough to feel partially responsible for the class of 2017 because I've had many of them in class and many of their parents in class also. By my count, at least 21 of this class are versions 2.0 of their parents. Denny's mom, Wendy. Becca's mom, Rachel. Dave and Shelley, Debbie and Brian, Melissa and Danny, Chad and Beth, and so many more of you. Good job, kids. Good job. So I thought for quite a while about inspirational Beaudin-esque ideas that I could impart besides, what is it? Attitude is everything. Or say some things that I've said a million times here over the years. Be nice, people. Say hello. Have a dog. Wear your seatbelt. Use sunscreen. Thank you so much, Morgan. Write thank you notes. Sneakers are washable. They are. Try it. I'm idealistic enough to think that some of the literature you read along the way could possibly have helped you. Atticus Finch tells Scout, keep your head high and your fists down. That's a good idea. Yes, it is. I'm also idealistic enough to think that watching what I was doing here every day could influence you as well. So here is what you could have learned. Last chance. First, show up every day. I know it was kind of a bummer that I seldom had a substitute unless some weird disaster had befallen me, but I think it's important to be someone people can count on. Go, be, do. Stuff happens, deal with it. Go to work anyway. That chimney fire and the fire truck stuck in the driveway will only make you about 20 minutes late for school. I know. You could also learn that if something is funny, laugh. Laugh so hard that you cry. I know you saw me do that many times. Point of pride to make me start crying in a good way. So write down what is funny and read it every time you feel like laughing some more. Yes, Michaela, you made the book. So here are a few gems from my book. I couldn't possibly, because it's pretty full, I couldn't possibly read everything here, but here are a few gems. Question: what time period is this? Answer: around World War II. Question: so around the 1700s? Question: can I write about my mother or father, or does it have to be a relative? Answer: yes. Question: do you change your ringtone on a weekly basis? Answer: no, just every Friday. Or the statement said in class just the other day: I really like phone calls because it's just like talking to people. Yeah. I have some other props. I want to talk about the goals, classic goals people set for themselves. To get on a roll. To get on a roll. Although it was written to get on a roll. Who wants to get on a roll? You really do, Sam? Get on it. Visit the Taj Mahal. It took me a few tries, but I figured out what they meant. Visit the Taj Mahal. I'll leave it there. Or someday, to win the Pulitzer Prize. I got the Pulitzer, and it is a surprise for you, right? Except for my Facebook friends knew I was bringing a rubber chicken tonight. Didn't know what for, but. I got lots of material for my book from this class, mostly Spencer. Just seeing Spencer makes me laugh, sometimes to the point of tears. He's pretty adorable, right? Let's get to some serious stuff. The third thing, respect yourself. Be in control. Don't yell at people or slam things down. People will not respect you if you yell at them. Brag about times when you didn't lose your temper instead of when you did. Don't hang with people who are negative. Also, if you are crying and miserable all the time when you are with your partner, it's not good. Marry a good person. Some of you know my husband Don and how awesome and patient he is. Marry a good one. He's on baby duty in Indiana right now, so can't be here. Respect yourself. Watch what you're doing to your body too. Don't smoke, it's gross. Don't take drugs, really. Don't get drunk, it's not cool. You knew I was going to say it's not cool, right? Because I said that's not cool all the time, right? Do plenty of physical activity. Fourth thing to learn, have fun. I hope you could tell that I know how to have fun. I jumped out of a recycling bin. I pulled a crazy sword out more than once. I've had some amusing times on the softball trip last year. Over the years, I've come in with orange hair and pink hair and lip rings.